Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Today we are watching and reacting to LA Galaxy versus LAFC in the first El Trafico of 2023, and very likely probably one of the two. Yes, there could be an Open Cup El Trafico. Maybe there could be a playoff El Trafico. I don't expect it. Maybe a Leagues Cup one. Who knows? But as of now, I don't expect that either. So at least one of two in the league. But as we know right now, LA Galaxy desperate for a win. They have not won in 6. They need their first win, and if they don't win today, they can pretty much kiss their season goodbye. They're behind the 8 ball heavily, and if they don't win, they'll be behind the 8 ball even more. One of the only 2 teams in MLS without a win this year is LA Galaxy, and the other is Sporting Kansas City. Yeah, Montreal got a win. Colorado. Who do you think's taking the win? LAFC. I don't see LA Galaxy winning. Yes, it's a rivalry game, but LA's been so woeful that LA Galaxy, I should say, have been so woeful that I can't see it. I can't see them winning. They're behind the 8 ball in every facet of the word. They're behind the 8 ball in points. They're behind the 8 ball with players they're starting. LAFC may have rotated slightly. They have a short bench, but even then, even with the CCL match midweek, I still think LAFC are a buzzsaw right now. It would really shock me if LA Galaxy were to win today. It would shock me. But El Trafico could bring anything, so that's the fun of it, I guess. The biggest rivalry in the league, right? So, how we doing, Rory? But again, LA Galaxy is behind the 8 ball heavily on the day and throughout this season. 3 draws, 3 losses. You could say they at least should have had 1 win. They've been screwed over by VAR multiple times, but as Vanny would say, but Chicharito has 3 goals and 6 versus LAFC. Sadly enough, I think Joveljic is better right now, but okay, sure. Starting 11 for LA Galaxy. Speaking of, in goal, Jonathan Klinsmann. Jonathan Bond is hurt as of now. Back 4, Caligari, Chris Mavinga, Jalen Neal, Raheem Edwards, 2 former TFC players in that back line. The defensive midfielder, Gaston Brugman. Midfield 4, Tyler Boyd, Ricky Puig, Mark Delgado, another former TFC player, and Memo Rodriguez, and the striker, Chicharito. And for LAFC, in goal, John McCarthy, the back 4, Ryan Hollingshead, Jesus Murillo, Aaron Long, Diego Palacios. Midfield 3 of Jose Cifuentes, Ilie Sanchez, Kellen Acosta. Front 3 of Carlos Vela, Kwadwo Opoku, and Denny Bwanga. I don't blame you. That win was definitely probably worth it to enjoy that Cascadia win over the Sounders. And you beat them up heavily, so that's nice. Can LA do the same thing? Portland was on the weaker side of the spectrum going into the game against Seattle, and they shocked Seattle. Can the same happen with the Galaxy and LAFC? Who knows? Will lightning strike twice? NYC Mayor Eric Adams and Council Member Francisco Maya have came to the game yesterday to welcome NYCFC to Queens. It was a welcoming sight. Had fun last night. The crowd was electric. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Sounds awesome. Tacos or pizza? I love both. I love both. Both are awesome. It just depends on how I feel. Right now, if you were to ask me and I could choose, I'd choose pizza. But I love both. It just depends on how I feel. It just depends on how I feel. Right now, pizza. personally, but that's just how I feel. But I love both. It's hard to choose until I know what I feel like. As you should be. As you should be. At a football match. That's what you should be doing. Still waiting for kickoff at 3:55 Central because it's on Fox as well. So we have the late kickoff or the delayed kickoff. So that's why I pushed back the Champions League recap and semis prediction to 6:15. But that'll be a premiere, so you could go straight from this to that. The way I set it up, you could go straight from that to this or this to that. There you go. And then more predictions on Monday. Canadian Championship predictions for 2023. Tuesday, we'll do Montreal versus Vaughan, Azzurri, SC. United States versus Mexico, Continental Classico on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday off. TFC plays Philly on Saturday. Sunday, I don't think we got anything. Maybe I'll put a Liga MX match in there. I'm not sure, depending on how I feel and what I see. If it's I honestly want to do a Pumas match. I'm not going to lie. With Turco Mohamed, if there's any Pumas fans here, they got one of the best managers in Liga MX. Legitimately. Pumas might just be on to something here. I'm just saying. One of the more underrated but best managers in Liga MX, Turco Mohamed. So, I may have to do that, but we'll see what we got on that Sunday next week. We'll see. Besides, I need to probably get more into covering Liga MX because we're so close to the Clausura Ligia. Yeah, Pumas did kick ass today. They were amazing. They were amazing. 3-1, and it should have been more. I told you, Turco Mohamed, 2 straight wins. I watched on Easter. Rory filled me in today, I should say, on it today. But I was watching the Blue Jays. They finally lost a game this season when I watch. 5-1 ain't a bad start, though. 5-1 isn't a bad start, though. So, it'll be fine. 65 degrees in LA. That would feel so good right now. Yeah, it is warmer over there. Thanks to those storms yesterday, yeah. 18 Celsius. Still would feel good. 3-1 over a top 3 team in Liga MX. Amazing. They beat Ambris. Toluca lost their heads, though, but still, that's a big win. Predictions for El Trafico? Oh, boy. 3-0 LAFC. I feel like this is going to be a bloodletting for LA Galaxy. I have a bad feeling that they're not going to show anything. Starting 11, we may have to go through them 3 times. Jonathan Klinsmann, back 4. Raheem Edwards, Chris Mavinga, Jalen Neal, Caligari, midfield 3, Ricky Puig, Gaston Brugman, Mark Delgado, Memo Rodriguez, Chicharito, and Tyler Boyd up top. Yeah, no, they didn't. They still went 5-1 for everything I watched until today. 5-0, I could see it. When does Vanny get the sack? He's starting to lose his mind with this team, so soon. I'd say I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen by July, if it happens. John McCarthy, Diego Palacios, Aaron Long, Jesus Murillo, Ryan Hollingshead, Kellen Acosta, Ilie Sanchez, Jose Cifuentes, Quadro Poku, Denny Bouanga, and Carlos Vela for LAFC. How we doing, Mile High? Why do you hate Montreal? Because we do. Because we do. It used to be Leafs versus Habs, but now it's TFC versus CF Montreal. But it just is the way it is. And Montreal hates Toronto for basically taking everything from them because they used to be the financial center of Canada. Now Toronto's the center of the universe. So just for the same reason Vancouver hates Toronto and all that, or the rest of Canada hates Toronto, it's the center of the universe thing. Now, why Toronto hates Montreal is because, well, they just do. I think it is what it is. Just feels natural. I'm not going to not complain, but I'm not going to question it. Do you think St. Louis gets humbled by LAFC? No. Well, okay, no, they played Seattle and got humbled, but no. I think St. Louis is going to hold their own. They just beat Cincy 5-1 after a 2-hour tornado delay. St. Louis is still good. They just had 2 bad games against a really good team and a joke of a team. I'll let you choose which. Out of Minnesota and Seattle, I'll let you choose which. Have some fun with it. Who's the joke and who's the really good team? I'll let you have fun with it. LAFC's new signing is on the bench. Bogus, yeah, that's how I'll go with it until I'm told otherwise. Bogus. Have to get used to it. He still could play 4 games in Champions League if they wanted him to. What is your reaction to Rogers Center renovation? Will the stadium be able to host other sports or major events again? I believe so. I love the renovation. It looks beautiful. I think it's a great renovation. It looks like a brand new stadium. All those patios and decks. And it doesn't look as cookie cutter anymore. Now, I wish there was actual grass, but it's a dome, so no. But Sky Dome really got a facelift because there's a lot of real estate problems in Toronto. It'd be hard to build a new stadium unless you move to Buffalo for a year and let them build the stadium while you're in Buffalo because of, zoning situations. But so they did what they could do. But I think in the end, it's a pretty good facelift. It's still an old stadium, but it's a good facelift. And yes, I think they will be able to host other sports. Maybe not football, but they could host other sports if they wanted to. I think the walls actually make that harder. But, if they could host a WrestleMania, I'd be happy about it. They should host a WrestleMania. MLS, regular season. Do we think Hernan Losada gets sacked soon and Vanny decides to apply for CF Montreal? No, I don't think Saputo wants to sack Losada. I don't think he gives a shit. If Montreal sucks, I don't think Saputo cares. Did you not see how they tore everything down during the offseason? I don't think they care. So no, Losada will be there as long as he wants. Now, if he wants to leave his own volition, yeah, he'll be gone. But I don't think they care. I don't think Saputo cares. Not that I am going to complain about it, and I don't think Vanny would go work for CF Montreal. I don't think he would do that. I think he knows better. If Ollie Curtis was still at TFC, I'd be like, okay, I understand, because he ran you out of town. But the guy who ran Vanny out of town is not there no more. Unless he wants to stick it to Bill Manning for letting it happen, which maybe. But I think it was more Ali than Bill, and Bill just stood there. But if you could hold that against him, I don't know. Maybe. But I don't think Vanny has a problem with TFC. He had an opportunity with LA as he got pushed out the door. He got to go back home. One of his 2 homes. And it ain't working out. I don't think he has a problem with TFC. Maybe Ali, but not TFC. Now, if Ali was still there, I wouldn't be shocked. But, I would have done it. Well, not exactly, but I understand why you would do it. My personality, I wouldn't consider it, but I can understand why you do it. Let me clear that up. That did not. I wouldn't do it, but my personality, I'd understand why. I have a good bit of pettiness there. I could understand. If I was pushed out the door and the rival wanted me, I'd be like, I can understand why this would be beneficial, but no. But, hey, who do I want to win? I'm just watching this. I want to see how bad this gets for LA Galaxy. Because I feel like this is going to get bad. Like, I picked LAFC to win. I don't necessarily want them to win, but it's a big game. We're covering it. And besides, this could be a complete and utter skull dragging towards the Galaxy, or they pull a win out of their butts. It'll be interesting either way. Chicharito is starting, yes. Which I don't think is the smart decision, but okay. Joveljic is better. He's better. Point blank. You think the winner of LAFC versus Philly is going to survive by the skin of their teeth? Wait for the review. Wait for the predictions. That's after this game. I said it there. I'm not giving you anything right now. Wait 2 hours. I'm not giving you anything right now. Actually, no, wait about 2.5 hours. I'm not giving you anything right now. That'd be stupid. As soon as this ends, you'll be able to click on the Champions League prediction, semifinal predictions, quarterfinal review, semifinal predictions. You'll be able to click on that. Wait for the premiere to start. It's only a 10-minute video, 12-minute video. Wait. LAFC, I don't think ever defeated LA Galaxy at Galaxy's home stadium tonight. Maybe the night they break that streak. I believe it. Wait. Lol. Why doesn't Klinsmann play for Germany? He doesn't even play for the USA. He's not even good enough to play for the U.S. men's national team. So what makes you think he's good enough to play for Germany? Teams are walking out. Here we go. What makes you think he's good enough to play for Germany? I don't think that means anything. Or that means he's ready. Now, if he plays in Europe, hell, he used to play in Germany for Köln, I think. Did he play for them? One of them in Europa League, 5 years ago? I think it was Köln, but I'm not sure. He played in Germany. And he sucked. And he failed. He failed, and he went back to MLS. Or went to MLS to play for the Galaxy. He was not good in Europe. Is Klinsmann trash? I mean, he's the backup for the LA Galaxy to a guy that, until he went to the Galaxy, I'd never heard of. I mean, Jonathan Bond's a good goalkeeper, but he's nothing special. Galaxy fans would have you think he's great, but he's not. Bond. He's okay. I mean, yeah, compared to Alex Bono, anybody's going to look good. When I watch somebody, of course. But, you know, do I think Jonathan Bond is better than Sean Johnson? No. Do I think he's better than Tomas Romero? Maybe, slightly. Is he better than Quentin Westberg? Probably on the level. Is he better than Brad Guzan? Maybe. Who's the best USA goalkeeper? For the national team? For the national team, Matt Turner. If you're talking about an MLS, it's not Eloy Room. And he's Curacao, by the way. If you're talking about in MLS, the best goalkeeper, in the league, the best goalkeeper, it's either Andre Blake or Sean Johnson. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. It's so close. It's either our guy or Philly's guy. Man, it feels good to say Sean Johnson's our guy. It really is. It feels good. It feels good. I've always, besides when Pozuelo made him look like an idiot, I've always thought Sean Johnson was a great goalkeeper. So I'm glad he's with Toronto and Pozuelo's out the league, at least for 6 months. Because God knows that'll be turned on me so quickly if he goes back to Miami. The next time Pozuelo and Sean Johnson meet up, if Pozuelo went back to Miami, well, that's going to be turned on me in 5 seconds. I have a feeling. God knows. God knows. Absolutely gutted about the Daryl Dike news. I agree. I feel sorry for him. He's a great player. It sucks to see his Achilles. Him be injured. Achilles. Second best derby in MLS behind TFC and CF Montreal, Galaxy and LAFC. I agree. Well, it's close. Cascadia Cup and El Trafico are very close to me. Like, those are like 2A, 2B. TFC and CF Montreal are 1, but El Trafico and the Cascadia Cup are like tied for 2nd. They're close. Turner's back up at Arsenal, right? Yes, he is. But to be a solid backup for Arsenal from the USA, that's pretty good. Most overrated St. Louis City player right now. They probably all are, to be honest, because the way they play, they cause a lot of mistakes. They probably all are. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying they are. Probably Joao Klaus. I mean, half his goals have came off of mistakes and back passes. So, fair enough. You know, I like Joao Klaus. I think he's a good striker, but half of his goals were smart plays. Like pressing, smart play, turnover, score the goal. So, if you take those half away, you know, you'd only have like, what, 4 goals? Most overrated USMNT player right now. Well, it's not Jordan Morris anymore. Paul Arriola. Yeah, there we go. Montreal. Montreal is my least favorite. Vanny's wearing... Is he wearing seersucker? That's not seersucker. That can't be. A baby blue dress shirt. No suit. I mean, it is 60 degrees out there. It's LA, but, dude. Vanny, come on now. Vanny cares more about the drip than this match. Of course he does. Of course he does. Why, Vanny? Why? You're not that desperate. Hey, his top button's not even buttoned. He doesn't care. Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver. I'd say they're in the bottom of teams in MLS when it comes to me liking them. They're closer to hated than liked. Yeah, I'd say that. Sartini definitely helps, by the way. Let's just make sure I say that. I think Sartini is classless. That's all I'm saying. He started to turn classless last year. So, yeah, when they made that run to the playoffs in 21, I thought he was cool, but he started to turn classless last year. So, yeah. I hate to say it, but the Apple TV deal might have been a mistake. I disagree. It takes a while to build something, but it is being built. Besides, the picture quality is just so amazing. Like, I think there's a lot more pros than cons. Besides, are we not noticing that regional sports networks are dying out at a fast clip, or they will be? So you're telling me that games wouldn't be able to be watched until they figured something out. Don Garber got ahead of it and put it all under one roof. I think that makes sense. Besides, if you're watching this on Fox, you're getting worse quality. So you can watch it on Fox, but, you know, you're getting worse quality and less care. So maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe they should give a shit. But, you know, kickoff, LAFC to kickoff. We're finally here at the kickoff. Lovely. Ilie Sanchez plays forward. Here we go. LAFC, black and gold. LA Galaxy in their classic white. Of course. What do you think about Pumas Unam 3-1 Toluca? I think it was a great game. Pumas should have won by more. They should have won by more. Toluca was losing their nerve. They were down a man. Pumas should have won 4 or 5. Maybe 6. El Turco is honestly one of the best managers in Liga MX. I don't know why he's so underrated. I don't. It makes no sense. Like, anybody who has El Turco, you're going to do just fine. Fair enough. I could see that. I could see that viewpoint. MLS should have stayed with ESPN or gone to Fox. Adding a paywall to a sport that's still trying to grow is an oxymoron. You do realize that ESPN Plus was where most of the games were. You do realize they were behind a paywall. The only thing that's different is if you were in the area of that game, you had it on Bally Sports or Root Sports or whatever, right? Maybe that's the point you're trying to make. But for me, I had to use ESPN Plus anyway. I had to pay anyway. Maybe it was less, and ESPN Plus is still useful now that MLS is gone from it, but my situation, it's streaming or nothing as of now. So it doesn't change anything for me. Maybe that's why I'm just looking at it a little bit too first person. Maybe I am. But for me, besides, if I'm going to watch any other games besides Toronto, again, streaming. So, and honestly, I've streamed more with Season Pass than I have ESPN Plus outside of TFC. So, shot by Ricky Pooge over the bar. Hey, that was a good run, though. Is Pulisic out for the season? No, I don't think so. It's honestly 4K. It's way better. But, I mean, I get it. And yeah, you also still have the ESPN and Fox games. I get that. But besides, okay, so there's those. Yeah, I get that casuals are yeah, that was my big thing. That the casuals aren't the target audience of the season pass. And that may be the problem. I'm not a casual. Even if I wasn't doing this, I'm not a casual. So, but streaming is the next big thing. People are cutting the cord anyway. So you're basically saying to people, and by the way, no blackouts on ESPN Plus if you were in the area, blackout. So, at least I think so. So, playing forward, Raheem Edwards, Memo Rodriguez plays back. That was horrible. But we know you're a mark. Marks are in the ring. That got me. That was good. Huerta's Mo Salah for Pumas. I believe it. I agree. I think so. From what I've seen of him, yeah, he does seem to sort of like Mo Salah to me. Huerta for Pumas. Yeah, I agree. That's actually a good comparison. I didn't think of it like that, but now that I think about it, yeah. So you admit it. The marks are in the ring. I did admit it. Yes. Yes, I did admit it. Playing forward. I thought, Bouanga was on a good run there. I was hoping. Free kick for the Galaxy, and then nothing came of it. Denny Bouanga, I wish he got on the end of that. That would have been freaking amazing if he just blazed his way down, got at the end of that. That would have been amazing. Part of me thinks I should bet Denny Bouanga for a golden boot. I think so. God knows that. What's the odds on that? What's the live odds on Denny Bouanga golden boot? I may just bet on it. At least you admitted it, so I'll give you respect for that. Fair enough. And this is why Dejan Joveljic should have started. Horrible play by Chicharito. He's not ready. He's not fit. Hercules and Salazar did a parlay on this game. What did they do? I didn't watch that episode of Football Americas. ESPN Plus was giving me fits until yesterday because I was watching the state spring game, so before Jays yesterday. So, what was the parlay? Let me tell you if I agree with it. I mean, if you win, it's worth it. If you lose, it's not. Bet what you feel comfortable with betting. That's my big thing. That's my big thing. Bet what you're comfortable with betting. But I definitely have a very. I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I fight the urge to bet a lot. I'm glad I could do that, because if I couldn't, maybe that's how it's not an addiction. But I'll give you advice, definitely. And if I follow my advice, at least here, I'd probably be right. But see, if I don't fight the urge, guess what? I'll bet on every Toronto game, and I'll go red because of it, and not in a good way. So if I just start opening the floodgates, I'm going to bet on every Toronto game for them, and I'm going to go in the red, no matter what I do plus, besides that. So I'm going to screw myself over if I open the floodgates, and that's probably what's stopping me from going too overboard. Hercules set over 2.5 goals and both teams to score. Yeah, I would go with it. Probably all because, actually, no, the over, yeah, I would go with the over. But both teams to score, ooh. I mean, LA Galaxy only has 3 goals on the season, and 2 of them are from defenders. And the other guy who scored is not even playing, or he's on the bench today. So, yeah, okay, Chicharito scores a goal. I'd be shocked. 8-minute. Chicha anytime score, but I believe Hercules thinks LAFC wins. Yeah, anybody would think LAFC wins. Yeah, that's easy. I bet that's a horrible bet. To like straight up bet LAFC winning on the money line. No. You're not addicted to betting, but what about quitting Coca-Cola? No, that's not happening. I admit, I am addicted to Coca-Cola. I am addicted. Well, just to soda in general, but especially Coca-Cola. But blame my Nana. She got me hooked when I was like 3. God love her. Blame her. Blame her. But you know the way I see it, eat whatever you want to eat, and drink whatever you want to drink. Bleep. Throw a bleep in there. Salazar bet LAFC on the money line. What is he doing? Just that? Okay, yeah, Sebi's an idiot. I'm not surprised. That's all you're betting. Not both teams to score, which is risky, but okay. Not over, because LAFC could take it over by themselves. Vela to score, Buwanga to score, nothing else, just the money line. Okay, no, you're an idiot. Oh, wait, LA Galaxy, what a save by McCarthy. I was like, oh, maybe it would, both teams to score. Oh, offside anyway. I was like, okay. I thought maybe. Actually, we almost had it. You bet 10,000. What the hell? You better win. Even if I had enough money to say fucking bet $10,000. You're joking. Okay. But seriously, even if I had enough money just to say, yeah, I'll burn $10,000, I still wouldn't do it. Shot past the post, I still wouldn't do it. I'm betting Buick scores off the bench. Also, TFC 30-game drawing streak. Yeah, those are good bets. Yeah, both of those are good bets. Especially Buick. Anytime score for Denny Buwanga, for Salazar, and over for him as well. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I would go with that. Money line, Denny Buwanga, over 2.5. Yeah, I would go with that too. Personally. You didn't bet. But seriously, even if I could bet $10,000 and get away with it, I still wouldn't do it. I want to be in the position where I can do that, but I still wouldn't do it. Drake bet on MLS games. What, you saw it on stream when he was on stake playing roulette? Ricky Poosh, Memo Rodriguez past the post. My God, that was horrible. 12th minute. It's only the 12th minute. It's been action-packed. Memo Rodriguez takes a horrible shot. Drake bet on MLS games. Did he win? Probably not. He probably bet on Toronto, knowing Drake. Don't do it. That was a horrible shot by Memo Rodriguez. Don't do it. I'm betting Michael Bradley doesn't win Golden Boot. That is like the safest bet ever. Hell, I'd bet that too. I'd bet my house on that. If Michael Bradley scores 15 goals, the world is ending anyway. If I lose my house, the world's going to end anyway, so I don't give a shit. That's going to go out for a corner. That should be a corner at least. Yeah. If Michael Bradley scores 15 goals in a season, and that would at least have to be MLS and then probably 5 more in all comps, the world's ending anyway. So if I lose my house, I'm going to be dead in 3 months anyway. Because the world's going to end. Kellen Acosta for the corner. Thoughts on Ledesma's performance last night? I didn't see it. If you're talking about NYCFC, I didn't see it. Cross in, I haven't watched the highlights yet. Apple TV crapped itself. I don't know if you heard that, but last night, I was trying to watch the St. Louis game. I try to watch the highlights the night of. I do. Going to the next day. I try to. It's not enough, but it would at least be of everything else, you know. But I didn't see it. I didn't hear anything either, so I'd have to check the highlights. That'll probably be tonight for me. LAFC have the ball. They're playing it. Michael Bradley wouldn't score 15 in League One. I don't think he ever would, let alone now. Honestly, though, I think Michael Bradley would fit better in League One than he does in MLS because he barely have to run. He can still pass the ball. He can't run, but he can still pass the ball very well. I'll give him that. So when he has to hoof it up to the 6'8" striker in League One, he could totally do that. 14th minute. He can still do that. He just can't run. Honestly, I don't think he ever could. But he certainly can't now. Fourteenth minute, 0-0. 0-0. Fifteenth minute. Klinsmann. Jalen Nils just standing there. Yep, Vanny loves to have his teams pass back now, don't he? And the freaking center backs just go straight to parallel with Klinsmann. Yeah, and Ricky Pooge almost gets forced to give away an own goal. Either LA Galaxy really sucks or Vanny just is bad. Shot, cross, past the post. Maybe we shouldn't ask for Vanny back. I don't know. I'm going to say LA Galaxy just sucks. Richie had 1 assist, 20 deflections, 5 shots on goal, 3 blocks. Ledesma for NYCFC man of the match. That's actually a really good performance. Good for him. Good performance. I mean, I expected something like that. Chicharito. Hat flick. Now that should be a hat flick. Sadly enough, I'm not reviewing this game because of the Champions League stuff. So, you won't get hat flicks for that. But, yeah, that was horrible. I wouldn't even want Greg Vanny for the USMNT. I don't think anybody does anymore. They used to when Berhalter was the choice and Greg Vanny was in a Champions League final. But now, no. That was 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago when Greg Vanney was that guy that everybody wanted to be the USMNT manager. I remember. And as soon as he started to become more fraudulent and things started to fall apart, whoa. Somebody, wait, did Steve Cherundolo get sent off? Did he get a touchline ban? Because Ante Razov, I honestly agree, a great team. He made them, they were world class. I'm not going to lie. That 2017 team, if it was anybody else, except Bacala, but if it was anybody who could coach them to their level, like if you had Jose Mourinho or even Goose, well, I don't know about Goose hitting, but you get somebody even half worth a damn. Like you give them shot saved by Klinsmann. You give them Jurgen Klinsmann. You give them somebody of that ilk. They would have been even better. Vanney kind of pulled them down a little bit. That's the way I see it. They should have had more than 69 points. They should have had more. So, that team. Corner for Galaxy. Nashville played very well. And you still smashed them. Corner for LAFC. The final 25, yeah. Cross in. I did hear the scoreline, though. I just hope the Federation hires the right guy, not another MLS coach. And, yeah, Pellegrino was interested at some point. Oh, so they don't care if somebody's first English is Spanish now, or first language is Spanish now. Oh, I remember. What if LA Galaxy actually pull through? If Monterrey wins today, they get first place in the Clausura regular season. Why do they always do this? Why does Monterrey always do this? Why do they always suck for a while, then build back up into a freaking giant killer, then suck again? Like, Monterrey is a seesaw. Like, no joke. And you know they damn well are going to win Champions League very soon then, in the next two tournaments, 24, 25, because of the seesaw motion. Header, blocked away. Oh, that was a good header, though. But seriously, though, am I the only one? Monterrey just freaking seesaws from crap to great, like just regularly. Like you have like a year or two crap, year or two great. It just keeps swinging. It's a seesaw. Yellow for Acosta, I agree. Yeah. And then when they're good, they'll win a Champions League. Because when they go to Champions League, for some reason they have devil magic. Like they're unbeatable. Like the 3 times they went back-to-back, when they went back-to-back-to-back, and then 2019, and then 2021. Like, they win Champions Leagues more than they lose. Like, if they're there, like, next time Monterrey makes it, I'm just going to predict them to win the whole thing. It'll probably go my way. And that's the time they lose. And that's the time it'll be lose. That's the time when they lose. That's why Seattle Monterrey will be interesting. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, he's just sitting. He's letting Razov take care of it. Okay. Yeah, because if it was me and I had a touchline ban and I had Mark DeSantos as my assistant, I think I'd rather have him coaching. That's just me, though. I didn't know Ante Razov. I didn't know his game. I thought he was a goalkeeping coach. I didn't know. Like, if I had Mark DeSantos there and Ante Razov, I'd go MDS, but that's just me. I feel like Villarreal's one of the more respected officials in the league. Yeah, I agree. I think Armando Villarreal, of them all, I think he's the best of the worst. But, you know, I don't hate him. Razov was an attacker, right? I'm just saying I thought he was maybe they have a different GK coach, but the most Ante Razov did as an LAFC coach until now is, Vela! Golazo! Goal! 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 Golazo de Carlitos Vela! Golazo! Oh my word! No way! No way! What a curler! My word, Carlos Vela! No way! No way! LAFC have the first. 1-0 LAFC. 1-0. My word, what a goal. Oh! Buwanga with the assist, too. Plays it to Opoku, or he played it to himself, then played it to Vela, and Vela plays it to Cifuentes. It falls back to Vela, and then he just crosses it in from the angle. I think Mark Delgado broke that up, but he played it straight to Vela. Oh, my word. Wow. And Klinsmann was out of position. Jeez. First goal of the game, Carlos Vela, 22nd minute. Okay. Ah, damn it. My pen is running out of ink. Cousins on Croatian side are all Ante, Stipe, Ivan, and Branko. Guess those are really common names. So Ante Razov has Croatian heritage. Velasco, exactly. 11 goals for Vela. Jesus Christ. All comps? It's got to be all comps, right? Like CCL, MLS, that's got to be all comps. So you're telling me that Ante Razov has Croatian heritage. You learn something new every day. Or, well, no. Ante Rebic should have probably made that connect, but it didn't. It didn't. But now that I think about it, yeah, it does. It should have connected when I was like, Ante Razov, Ante Rebic. It should have connected, but it didn't. Vanny out. Hey, I didn't expect to see that hashtag from a TFC fan again. And that's a tackle. Raheem Edwards, horrible tackle. That's a throw-in for LAFC. Watching Independiente versus Racing 1-1. Independiente is in big trouble. New coach debuted today. Well, it's a new coach. I mean, maybe Argentinian fans have a little bit more standards. But if it's like the middle of the season and you have a new coach, well, yeah, I mean, there's some as a new coach bounce, but it doesn't always happen. But Independiente technically is a bigger club than Racing, so this is true. True. You have a point. Damn, what a goal. If that bike didn't happen, Asprilla, Vela goal was very good, but it's not on Asprilla's level, of course. Here's the problem, though. If people are voting for goal of the week, Asprilla's not winning it unless Portland fans jam the ballot box. Header past the post. But seriously, though, just wait. Galaxy looks like a team that Violette or Sacramento would rip apart. Galaxy just lost to Sacramento last year, and they were actually somewhat good. Galaxy. So, no. Yeah, Galaxy would lose to Sacramento again. You're right. Probably worse. Let's remember, I was live for that game. Galaxy versus the Sacramento Republic. I was live for that. I think Logan was the one who wanted that. I was live for that game. Galaxy lost. And they were actually good last year. No, Sacramento would slap them up this year. I'd love to see that in Open Cup. Why not? Why not? You would think. 26th minute, 1-0 LAFC. The home team is 1-10, drawn 1, lost 5 in all competitions in El Trafico, in the 16 El Traficos, now 17. 17, Jesus Christ. Time flies. 17 El Traficos, damn, time flies. But it's very, so who knows, maybe that'll be a 6th loss. Will Orlando make CCL again? Not through the league. I don't think they'll do enough in the league this year to get to CCL. They'll either have to win Open Cup again or do something in Leagues Cup or somehow win MLS Cup. But through league play, no. No. It's either Open Cup, Leagues Cup, or MLS Cup that puts them through. But I just don't see it anyway. Oh! Almost an own goal by Jalen Neal. Almost. But Klinsmann makes the save. Cifuentes with a great cross right into Neal. Oh, that's not great. Almost. Cross in. Punched away. Acosta. High up. Nashville bus went straight to LaGuardia after their loss. In Croatia, Gorica was buried in last place by 10 points a month ago. They fired their coach and are crushing everyone 4-0 and are 1 point from being safe from relegation. Coach's half team. Fair. I hope they stay up. That would be nice. That would be an amazing, great escape. 10 points buried a month ago, and they're 1 point away from being safe. And they have, what, a month to play? Yeah. I would love to see that great escape happen. That would be amazing. Gorica. I'm going to keep my eye on that. That's actually interesting. Nashville players went to the locker room in shame. Yeah, when you lose, you should go to the locker room in shame. In most cases, I should say. Aston Villa coach Unai Emery is saving the team. I agree. When you lose a match and it's a definite loss, it's not like you almost could have won. But then again, your point is, most cases, you should go to the locker room in shame if you lose a match. That's the way I see it. And if not, the coach should rip the players a new one, frankly. Because losing is not acceptable. Losing is just not acceptable. Because if you give away a goal at the end of the game that makes you lose, well, you gave away a goal at the end of the game that made you lose. If you played a great 45, but you were down 3-0 at the half, and then you come back 3-2, maybe you could keep your heads held high, but you still played a horrible half. Point is, it's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. Tigres and Leon have to play each other in Liga MX right in between their 2 CCL semifinal legs. Oh, boy. I love when that happens. I love when stuff like that happens because it's different. When you have to play a 2-legged tie or you play a big game, then a league game right after, like Toronto could Montreal if Montreal beats Vaughan for the Canadian Championship. If Toronto has to play Montreal, they play Montreal BMO, then the weekend after, the same week, they have to play Montreal in the league. I love when stuff like that happens because it starts to get a bit more technical. Yeah, you may play somebody twice in a week, but then you throw in a league game. It's like we're playing somebody 3 times. We kind of have to be careful with what we show. Unless you take the first leg by storm, then, it's very interesting how you have to play that. And it's like, what do I want to win? Like if it was me dealing with a Canadian Championship, yeah, I want to win both the Canadian Championships quarter and the league match. I want to win both, but if I had to kick one and say I'm not winning, I'll go for a draw at the very least. I still don't want to lose, but I'm more worried about winning the other. I would throw the MLS game to the side. I would throw the league game to the side. I don't want it. I want the knockout tournament. I want the cup game to be the win. But it's a tightrope you have to walk. And I really love that. I really love that moment. I really love things like that. That's just, it doesn't happen much, but when it does. But that Tigres and Leon game is going to be tricky because they're playing each other 3 times in 2 weeks. Yes. They are. Midweek weekend, midweek. I may have to cover that game. If it's on a Sunday, I may have to cover that game. I may have to cover it just because. Arsenal title winners, I think City's the favorite now. Cross in. What a save by Klinsmann. Corner. The population of Velika Gorica is 31,000. The seating in the stadium is 5,200. Damn, it needs more. At least 10,000. But I think City are the favorites now. I think Arsenal bottling 2-0 leads and drawing 2 straight games. If Arsenal don't beat City, that's the league. The league is legitimately that City-Arsenal game. That is the league. Right then and there. Whoever wins. If it's a draw, it's going to go to the last day. Bouanga blocked away. But if whoever wins that game between Arsenal and City at the Etihad is going to be the one that wins the league. Simple as. The league is over. If Arsenal wins, league is over. If City wins, the league is over. Because Arsenal has to beat City. Then City would have to win every game. Arsenal would have to as well. Or I think they could draw at least once. But once they do that, I think they would, if they won, they would consolidate themselves and say, we're not letting this slip. Simple as. As of now, they're in a bad mental position, Arsenal. But if they beat City, they're in a position of, we have this in our hands. It's back in our hands. Simple as. So it's whoever wins that game. And the best part is that Liga MX match between Tigres and Leon. That'll happen between their 2 semifinal legs is the last Liga MX match between the Ligia. Their last league match for the Ligia. Nice. Damn, this game was early as hell. Damn. Liga MX match. Arsenal a bottle. Just watch. I hope they don't. I would love to see the MLS All-Stars play the reigning Premier League champions. Lakers-Grizzlies game is amazing. Probably better than this. Now it's been action-packed, but LAFC has the lead, so it's pretty much over now. 34th minute. 1-0 LAFC. And LA Galaxy's season is over if they lose. For all intents and purposes, I should say. Not actually, but for all intents and purposes. At least league-wise. Their season is over if they lose. If I did those like Uncle Lou style USA CONCACAF pyramid, your season is over videos, you know how he does those your season is over videos with college football and all the helmets and all that? If a team loses, if I was doing like CONCACAF versions of that, LA would legitimately, well, they would have been on that list every week, but this week I'd be serious about it. Your season is over, LA Galaxy. Your season is over. If you lose. Simple as. I don't even think Galaxy fans disagree. Glad I ain't miss anything. How about the Galaxy don't win a game at all this season? It gets Klein out the door. Well, he said he'd leave if they don't advance in the playoffs. So, hell, if they were mid, oh, wait, the 9th place. If you're mid, you'll probably be in the playoffs. But if they don't advance, that was the, he's probably lying, isn't he? He's probably saying if we don't advance, I'm leaving. But he'll probably say, we made the playoffs, though. But he did write it down, but still. Probably be like, well, I mean, we were only 8th. We won the wild card game, then lost the quarterfinal best of 3, but we won one of the games. He would do something like that. What a save by Klinsmann. From the beginning, I thought Galaxy had potential, but when they became like this, I was like, wow. It's like Galaxy is not the Galaxy. Big teams always have moments where they completely suck. Look at Chelsea. Sometimes big teams just don't act like big teams. Look at Arsenal for the last, 10 years? Until now, they weren't acting like a big club. Jesus Christ, 10 years? Jesus. The Croatian town of Arzano has about 4,000 people. Every year they have a five-side tournament, about 12,000 attend. It's considered the biggest little soccer tournament in the world. That sounds awesome. Header over the bar. LAFC's been knocking on the door multiple times. Multiple times. This should be more than 1-0. This should be just over. This is going to be an exciting summer of football, and it'll start with the second leg of the CCL final. Not like we've already had an exciting spring of football. It's just been going. We had an exciting spring. Now we're going to have an exciting summer. Exciting fall, somewhat. Sadly, the winter will not be exciting, but it normally isn't. But after last year, it may be a bit weird. When do the Glazers leave Man United? I hope it's soon. It's like they're trying to take so many rounds of bids. It's like they're just screwing around now. So it could be the rest of the year. How we doing, Robert? Chelsea scores as often as Michael Bradley. That's actually true. That's actually true. That's how bad Chelsea are. They're getting compared to Michael Bradley. What are we doing? 38th minute. Jesus. Does anybody else have Pluto TV? Which is free, but like that Pluto TV app that's free and you could just watch multiple channels. That Golazo channel by CBS, the CBS Sports Golazo channel is freaking amazing. It actually has live matches on it. No joke. On Pluto TV. It's amazing. That Golazo channel is amazing. I love it. I love it. I've been watching it for, the past 2 days if I'm not watching some. I've been on it. It's freaking amazing. Tyler Boyd with a nice shot there. You remember when he was linked to Toronto FC? Header. I'm not surprised Tyler Boyd is playing for Vanny at the Galaxy because you remember when Tyler Boyd was linked to Toronto FC? You remember that? I remember. 2019. So I'm not completely surprised. It was after the 2019 Gold Cup. Yeah, I remember. I really wanted that to happen, not going to lie. Because that's when, we had Benazet, but Gallardo sucked. I think it was either or Gallardo or Tyler Boyd, and we went with Gallardo. Stupid. Benazet was good. That's not the problem. I loved Benazet, and I still am a fan of him. Playing forward, Raheem Edwards. We had Terrence Boyd, but we also were in for Tyler Boyd. We were in for him. We had Terrence, but we were in for Tyler. I know, confusing, right? Confusing. Shot! Oh! Golazo! Goal! 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 Speaking of Tyler Boyd, speak of the devil! Banger! Oh my word, it's 1-1. Whoever bet, damn it, Sebi was right. Whoever bet both teams to score, there you go. Tyler Boyd. Oh my word. Just bangs it into the net past McCarthy. Speak of the devil. 1-1. Speak of the devil. It's 1-1. 2 golazos. Oh my word. Brookman plays it on. Tyler Boyd makes the defender get knocked out of his jock, and then he takes the shot. Boom. Off the hands of McCarthy, too. What a shot. What a shot. This is why I wanted him. What a shot on the team. What a shot. Goal. 1-1. What a goal. Well, it's the way the pitch is made. 42nd minute. 20 minutes later, it's tied. If the Galaxy somehow win this game, whoo boy. 1-1. Banger of a goal from Tyler Boyd. Ball played to him by Brugman. Tyler Boyd jukes a defender out of their jock and then takes a banger of a shot off of McCarthy's hands and into the net. It's tied 1-1. The Galaxy tied it up. Timbers win. Lovely. That was a big win. They beat the hell out of the Sounders. And they made Brian Schmetzer angry. Brian Schmetzer legitimately reminds me of a school principal. Like, he just seems so out of place on the touchline. And the fact he got angry after the loss to the Timbers, I wanted to laugh at that clip. That was just hilarious. Like, it makes no sense how Brian Schmetzer is such a great coach, but Gio Savarese owns him. You know why? Because Gio's a real coach. Gio Savarese is a real coach. That's why. I have a soft spot for the Timbers, as you all could tell. I don't blame myself. It's a good soft spot to have. They're a good club. Rodriguez. I don't know which jersey I should buy, though. Should it be the Rose City kit or the Portland plaid? They're both amazing. I really need to get a Portland kit in my collection. I really do. Quick, Leon or Tigres? Tigres. 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 Easy. Plays forward. Oh, nope. That'll go past. Raheem Edwards couldn't even run onto it. That's a goal kick for LAFC. I should. But which one? I like the Rose City kit. I really do. But that Portland plaid kit. Probably with Evander on it, because Evander's a damn good player. Gio Savarese knows how to beat NYCFC, except the one time he needed to. Yeah, hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Yep. 4 soft drinks, 2 popcorns, 2 chocolates for less than $5 in Ecuador. That just sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. If Toronto goes to the Libertadores, and they play an Ecuadorian team, I'm gladly going to take that deal. If they ever play in Libertadores. '45th minute. Save by Klinsmann. We're close to half. Lakers won game 1. We're talking about Ecuador, not Colombia. 128-112. That doesn't surprise me that the Lakers won. I could see the Lakers getting to the second round. 1 minute of stoppage time. That year, Nacional played Man United in the Club World Cup final. Oh, yeah, they did. 30 seconds to go. Honestly, I want to see MLS in Copa Libertadores. Wonder which team would even survive Libertadores. Toronto. Well, we would have. I don't know if we would now, but we would have. We would have been able to back in like 2018. I just want us to get back to that point where we could arguably win Libertadores. And I don't sound like a nut. That's all I want. He was smoking that Ja Cornball Morant pack. Young snitch life, Ja Morant. It's a parade inside my city. Corner. 46th minute. Here's a corner for Memo Rodriguez. Cross in. Header falls down. That'll be halftime. Halftime, it's 1-1 between LA Galaxy and LAFC. Not bad. Oh, there we go. Not bad. Chase Gasper got picked up by Houston. Von Azzurri and Copa Libertadores. Let them beat Montreal first. Let them beat Montreal first. Let me laugh at Montreal. Because if Montreal loses to Von Azzurri, I will be laughing on camera. Why? Because I'll be live for it. Come on, Von. Come on. That's all I want to see is I want to see them win. Yes, it makes it easier for Toronto, but it takes away a 401 derby this year, but dunk on Montreal or get an easier path to Champions League. I mean, Champions League, easier path. I mean, yeah, dunking on Montreal would be fun, but we still play them that weekend anyway. We would still play them that same week. So, you know, we can still dunk on them in MLS at Stade Saputo and then have an easier path to Champions League. It works both ways. It works both ways. A League One Ontario team, a CPL team, and then Vancouver. Sounds fine to me. Sounds fine to me. That's just me. Jaws 18-2-6. That's horrible. If MLS goes to CONMEBOL, it won't be late before the USA accuses CONMEBOL of corruption and takes control of it through puppet leaders. So just like everything else they do in South America. That's normal for the USA to do. It's normal for them to do that. Accuse South American countries of corruption and then take control of it through puppet leaders. Have you not read the history books? That's normal. This isn't... Well, that's probably why you said it. But I think I just got whooshed. But, you know, why not? The U.S. government has done this before to actual South American countries. They've accused them of corruption and taking control of them through puppet leaders. They've done it before. And to Caribbean countries as well. I'm surprised they didn't get Cuba and Venezuela. My point is leave everybody alone. If they... We don't need to be going, or just anything. The USA, the NATO, EU, whatever. They don't need to be going into these countries and taking control with puppet leaders. They don't need to be doing this. Leave them alone. They didn't ask for it. And there's always something in it for the USA too. Or the EU, or NATO, or the UN. There's always some in it. There's always something in it. It's not like they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. No, there's always something in it, or something behind it. We're all smoking that playoff job pack. I'm good with that. You got it right. They did it in CONCACAF and FIFA with bladder. Also, they've done it with associations too. Well, yeah, true. I mean, the Jack Warner thing, and then because Chuck Blazer snitched. Yeah. By the way, speaking of FIFA and bladder and CONCACAF, if you have Netflix, I think it's called FIFA Uncovered. I watched it over like Christmas, like the 23rd and 24th. There's only 4 episodes, and they're all an hour long. It's an amazing documentary. If you have Netflix, you should watch it. It's amazing. I even learned something. And if I learn something, you're sure to learn something. So I knew the background, but I even learned something. So if I learn something, you'll surely learn something. It's a very interesting documentary. If I learn something, you know it's an interesting documentary. I watched it in 2 days. 2 episodes per day. Only took 4 hours. Amazing. I even learned something, so trust me. FIFA uncovered. But FIFA unsomething, so you'll find it. Timbers whoop Seattle. Yep, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, and we'll get this going. Stuck a little bit longer, but it is what it is. Sit tight. We'll be back. Back for the second half. Back for the stats at the half. Here we go. 6 shots to 9. 63% possession to 37% possession. 229 accurate passes, 87% to 122, 80. 5 fouls committed to 10, 2 offside to 1, 2 corners to 6. 6 shots to 9, 2 shots on goal to 4. 262 passes to 152, 87% pass accuracy to 80. 7 throws to 11, 0 yellows to 1, no red cards on either side. 1-1 at the half. I'd say it's been pretty half and half, honestly. I'd say it's been action-packed. Each team deserves a goal. I think that's the right way that it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, the Daron Espria bicycle. That is amazing. From last night. And then St. Louis beat the hell out of Cincy. Oh, Brandon Vasquez got nutmegged by Jared Stroud. Kyle Hebert got a header. Good old Canadian boy. Nice. But again, halftime, I think it's been even. I think it's been tight. I think LA Galaxy has definitely shown resolve, I would say. I think they've shown some resolve. They've shown some heart. They're showing some fight at home. I still think they need to win. I don't think a draw is acceptable for the Galaxy today. They have to win, but they're trying to get it. They're trying to push for it. And that's all that matters. They aren't looking better than LAFC, but they are tough. They're playing tough. They're playing tough tonight. That's all that matters. And hey, if you're playing tough, that's the way to play. If it's turning out well, the Galaxy are doing what they got to do so far. I don't think they've been great, but I don't think they've sucked. I think they're doing their job. They're doing what they have to do. But they have to win. Carlos Vela or Thor. Why'd you put Thor at the end of his name? Personally, like all their career, Chicharito. Currently, Vela. I don't think Chicharito right now matches Chicharito. I don't think Chicharito right now matches Vela, but over their career, yeah, Chicharito. But as of today, Chicharito's been dealing with that hamstring injury. I'm talking about over like the last 2 years. Like since they've been in MLS with each other, or against each other, I should say. It's been Vela. It just has been. Heat Bucks just started. Vamos Galaxy says HJU. I mean, I want to see them get a win. That would be nice. And their court's painted blue, and the Bucks are wearing black jerseys tonight. Against the Heat? Heat must be wearing white then. Or red. I guess color versus color could happen. Jokic finna own Gobert. Yeah, I believe it. Godfrey Jimmy from that team. He doesn't even want to be there at the Heat. He doesn't even want to be there. Vela always won to Zlatan. No, Zlatan was better than Vela. No, Zlatan was always better than Vela. Heat wearing white. Okay. We talking about like their red, white jerseys or their City, Miami Vice-like jerseys? Which were we talking about? Or was that last year? I could have sworn that had like a white Miami Vice-like jersey. Regular, okay. What the hell happened to MLS cheerleaders? What the hell? I can't tell you. I wasn't part of the decision. I can't tell you. Garrett Cole dominated the 9th inning with 10 Ks against the Twins. One, it's the Minnesota Twins. Second of all, the Yankees only have 2 good players. They only have 2 good players. Garrett Cole and Aaron Judge. That's it. Galaxy fans won't care because they're not doing anything, even though we're getting there. Second half's about to start. I was about to say Dan Snyder. Yeah. What would you think if NFL adds Toronto? If the Patriots suck ass, I'm going to be a Toronto fan. If the NFL added Toronto, I'm not a Patriots fan anymore. Probably not a Saints fan either. You do realize the only reason I rooted for the Bucks was Brady was there. You do realize that, right? Okay. And Brady's retired, so I ain't got to root for anybody he plays for, whether I want to or not. So, hey, maybe you know what? Toronto could be added, and that That's Aaron Rodgers' Minnesota Vikings type leg of his journey. You know? Instead of the Vikings, it'd be Toronto. Toronto Towers. The NFL team should be the Toronto Towers. Because, CN Tower. Or they steal the Argos name and kill the Argos as a... Do you think Pumas have a chance of advancing? Yeah, with El Turco, yes, they do. Yes. With El Turco, they do. LA Galaxy have kicked off this second half. '45th minute. Oh, Caligari, okay. I was like, they just subbed somebody on? Plays over. The top. LA Galaxy looking for a win. Tigres with Siboldi is more than Pumas with Turco. No. Turco Mohamed is one of the best managers in Liga MX. He's just super underrated for some reason. You can hate it, but Turco Mohamed always finds ways to win. He just does. He just does. It's anyone's game right now. I would agree. I would agree. Playing forward, Denny Bawanga. Shot! Headed away by Raheem. Bain and Jaren Jackson Jr. both had more points than John Morant. That doesn't surprise me. Turco Mohamed was caught taking money to put players in the roster, remember, in Monterrey. I must have missed that. I'm not going to lie. Is that why he got sacked for Aguirre? Is that why he got sacked? Because that would actually make sense. Still a good tactical manager, though. But if that's how he got sacked, that would make a lot of sense. One of the reasons, yes. Playing forward. Oh, boy gets tackled. I have to admit, Liga MX is a bit underrated. Still love MLS, though. Pumas Unam versus America. What is your prediction? Mine's 2-1 Huerta in the 42nd. Dineno 90+1. I would agree with that, actually. I think that's a good prediction. I think Huerta and Dineno score, and Dineno probably scores the winner. Yeah, I would. If you're going to win, that sounds about right. I could see it. I would agree with that. Ja had 18 and Brooks had 15. Damn. 48th minute. Christian Roldan and Paul Arriola removed from the roster due to injury, from what I read, for the U.S. Soccer Continental Cup or Continental Classico. So they'll be replaced by Paxton Pomykal. And who? Why, you calling Dineno a snake? For what? What did Dineno do to you? He's always been Pumas. What do you mean he's a snake? 48th minute. What do you mean he's a snake? 49th minute. Throw in for LA Galaxy. They say he's unhappy, or he was, with a prior manager. Well, I mean, now they have Turco Mohamed, so in the end, What do you think about Pumas defense? I mean, the last time I saw them, they were good today, besides the handball. They were pretty good against Atletico San Luis. So I thought, as far as I know, I think they're pretty good. I think there's a safe defense, a tight defense. Yeah, they'll allow goals, but everybody will. I like the defense, especially under Turco. I like the defense, so I'm good with it. Seattle were interested in Dineno, which if he was on Seattle, they'd probably have a good player. Well, yeah, they would. 1-1, but you didn't miss like a 5-goal thriller yet. Seattle, but yeah. Honestly, if Toronto didn't get Bernadeschi, I would have wished we got Dineno. Because let's remember when I was banging on about saying I wanted Dineno at TFC. Let's remember. Luckily for me, or luckily for Toronto, they got a player. They got Bernadeschi. So in the end, all's well that ends well. And he hit the ground running. So maybe I was the one who wasn't right. But before 30, it's Fiesta time. After 30, it's Siesta time. I don't know about you, but I'm still going to party after. I turn 30, but, well, that's 7 years away. So we'll find out then if that's true. As of now, though, no Roldan, no Areola, no problem. Just slot in another rising MLS player. I agree with that. I know this is crazy, but Seattle need to try to run a 4-3-1-2 with Rui Diaz and Morris up top. No. I said, who said no? I'm 23. I said in 7 years I'll be 30. That's what I said. How do you get confused? Unless you're talking to Hans, but I don't know. 23 plus 7 equals 30. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Valeri is one of Salvio's friends. They both played at Lanús. That's a good thing. If I said, in 7 years, I'll be 30. Slower, smart brain. In 7 years, in 2030, I will be 30. Did you see my comment? Yeah, they were asking about Toto Salvio. I think he's a pretty good player. I mean, if he's a good friend of Diego Valeri, that must mean he's a good player. Because to me, Diego Valeri's a legend, so I think he's a good player. I think he's good. I think Salvio's good. Vamos Galaxy says Jose. '54th minute. Over the top. Plays forward. Oh, nice pass there by Chicharito. The best thing he's done all game. Do we need to start calling him Chichatronco again? Since all my clubs, NYCFC, Athletic Bilbao, FC Combe, Hartford Athletic, Richmond Kickers, all did enough to get results on the same weekend. It was major beer time last night. I respected Hans. Hope for LAFC breakthrough like the Vancouver game. Adebayo just bulldozed Giannis and won. Can't believe I heard that string of words. Giannis got bulldozed. What? 55th minute. I can't believe I just read that. Giannis got bulldozed. I didn't know Giannis could be bulldozed. Jeez. I thought he was Superman. And Mavinga is down. Come on, Chris. Come on. That's the TFC fan in me speaking. Let's see. Is Chris really hurt? Oh, bad slide there by Chris. He pulled something. No, Chris legitimately pulled something. This is why I'm glad we have Rosted. It's a good thing Toronto has Rosted because Chris is just... It could be Achilles. Damn. I feel sorry for Chris. They think it might be his Achilles. Lanny type signing, no defense. He pulled something. I think it may have been his Achilles. They're checking his Achilles. I think he may have blown out his ankle. Oh, no. Damn. That's sad. I like Chris. Cool dude. Legend. Well, at least they're not bringing in Zavaleta. Chris is up and walking on his own power. That's good news. That's good news. He's up and walking of his own power. That's the good news, but that may just be adrenaline. A little bit of a limp, but at least. They're going to bring in Sega Koulibaly anyway for Chris Mavinga. Sad to see Chris down. I agree. Still am a fan of him. I still am a fan of him. Last comment about Halifax and the Canadian Championship. What happened that Halifax Wanderers don't host their stadium play at York United Stadium on Canadian Championship? If I remember correctly, neither team wanted to host that match, so it became a neutral ground situation. That's what they said during the draw, but I think it was something like that. No team wanted to host. Neither team, and it ended up being where they played or maybe it's Ottawa's stadium was being renovated, but something like that. I think Halifax didn't want to host, and Ottawa Stadium's being renovated, something like that, if I remember correctly. They just said it in passing. They never really hammered on it. So, but I think it was that, if I'm not mistaken, during the draw. That's what they were talking about. Koulibaly coming in. Yep, Sega Koulibaly. At least they didn't bring on Zavaleta. Cross in. Oh, the Galaxy had a really good chance there. 59th minute. The Galaxy might end up winning their first game this season and having it be in El Trafico. Doesn't really surprise me, but rivalry games are always tough. Even if you're the way better team, sometimes the weaker team comes in and punches you in the mouth, aka what Portland did to Seattle last night. You don't have to go far. You don't have to go far to see it. Caligari. Oh. Corner for LA Galaxy. Yeah, I don't think so. That's a bad call, but okay. I don't think so. Yellow card for Palacios for dissent. I mean, he's not wrong, though. Must have cursed out the ref, but he's not wrong. That didn't look like a corner to me. Memo Rodriguez for the corner. Same situation Dylan Barrero got a yellow for last night for the Revolution, which they brought up. Cross in. Header. Oh, nice clearance. Tried to be a bullet header into the net, but the other way. Memo Rodriguez over his head. Did he used to play for the Dynamo? I think he did. He came from the Dynamo, I think, didn't he? Yeah, that doesn't look like a corner to me. Saludos, Memo Hernandez Rico, or Memo Hernandez. I think it is. So, saludos, Memo Hernandez Rico. Saludos. How we doing? Wait. Oh, no. Header. Save. Good one. Oh. You can't blame me for getting got like that. You can't blame me. I've seen the other one that people get got with a lot, but I've never seen that one. You can't blame me. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Oh, I know one of them. I know this one. I know this one. I know that one. You ain't getting me there. You ain't getting me on that one, I can tell you that much. Saved by Klinsmann. You've never heard that before. I can't believe I know that one and you don't, but okay. '64th minute. '64th minute. LAFC playing forward, looking for the goal. Still pretty much half and half. Haven't really seen an edge so far. 64th minute. $181 goals scored in the second half for LAFC, most in MLS since their expansion season in 2018. That's a lot of goals. But, well, play 34 games a year, and they played for 5 years. I'm not doing the math. 34, 36, 9, 12, 15, 36, 9, 12, 15. That's 150. 154, 140, 58, 162, 166, 170. So that's actually more than every game unless you add playoff games. They score a goal, more than a goal per game in second halves since they got into the league. That's interesting. Hopefully LAFC can win their first CCL if everything goes right. Honestly, that would be nice to see. As long as a Canadian team don't win before Toronto, I'm okay at this point. Just had time to hear about the game. Is Chicharito still sucking? Yes. He's done nothing. I think we have to pull out the old nickname, Chichatronco, because that's how Chicharito's playing. He's not Chicharito. He is once again Chichatronco. I feel like it needs to be brought back. We're bringing it back. Chichatronco. Horrible. I mean, he just came back from injury, but he ain't done nothing. Oh, we're not going to start. Dejan Joveljic. Penalty! Penalty para LAFC! Penalty! Cifuentes brought down in the box. And did he get hit in the nuts? No. Did he get hit in the nuts? LAFC could take the lead back from the penalty spot. Did he get hit in the nuts? Cifuentes brought down in the box by Sega Koulibaly. Oh my God, that is absolutely horrible. That is a horrid tackle, and I think he may actually have been hit. Didn't his injury happen a year ago? He didn't play until last week, so he wasn't fit till last week. So it must have been something major that happened closer to the offseason, but penalty here for LAFC. Carlos Vela to take. Can he get a second? Vela for the second. 18 for 23 on penalties in his career. 1 for 2 this season. Vela versus Klinsmann. Klinsmann has not faced a penalty yet. Carlos Vela to take the run. Shot. Goal. Opposite end. Goal. 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 Carlos Vela. Dos a uno, 2-1, LAFC in the 68th minute. Not needed. Bad giveaway. Klinsmann goes the wrong way. Vela just pops it in. Pop a shot. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Easy as you'd like for Carlos Vela. Easy as you like. That's 2. There might be another home team loss, the 6th of the whole series. 68th minute, Carlos Vela scores the penalty. And we have 22 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. And then after this game, we're pretty much going straight to the Champions League recap and predictions. That's out for a corner. Opoku wins the corner. Kwadwo Opoku wins the corner. Oh, yeah, it went over. So if you bet the LAFC money line, if you bet the over, and if you bet both teams to score, you won. If you bet Buwanga, though, well, As of now, you haven't. Oh, there was something thrown. Oh. Crossing, goal! 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 Ryan Hollingshead scores to make it 3-1 off the header. And there you go. LAFC has the lead, but extends it. Header off the corner for Hollingshead. That's 3. Vela got hit by a beer. I could see that. How very bad the Apple MLS TV pass it is. Only my 3rd time using it, but it wasn't this bad 2 times. But I wonder how. Because yesterday, the season pass had problems. Like, it went down for a lot of people. Nice header. So maybe that's the after effects of it, but maybe. I hope LAFC can stay undefeated, but they're going to have to face St. Louis. At least you realize St. Louis might just hurt LAFC. Hollingshead makes it 3-1. In the 70th minute, 71st. Teresa Uno, 3-1. And they're going to make 3 subs. The Galaxy will. Joveljic is coming on. Vela's coming off for LAFC. They've taken off Carlos Vela. Dejan Joveljic is coming on. Lots of subs. They have 1 and 1 more window, LA Galaxy does. LAFC they have 2 per 2 windows. How we doing? Aguirre comes on for the Galaxy. Julian Ayude. And Joveljic on for Raheem Edwards, Memo Rodriguez. Playing forward. And Tyler Boyd. Raheem Edwards for Aude. Tyler Boyd is off. Carlos Vela is off for Stipe Biuk. '72nd minute. 18 minutes to go. It's going good. My day's going good. Over the top. Subs ain't still showing up on FOTMob. That's just... Daniel Aguirre, Dejan Joveljic, and Julian Ayude. Ayude came on. Stipe Biuk for Carlos Vela. Raheem Edwards for Aude. Tyler Boyd off. And Memo Rodriguez off for Aguirre and Joveljic. '73rd minute. Galaxy are down by 2. '74th minute. Playing forward. Aude got a yellow already? How do you do that? Just come on. Yellow card. Makes no sense to me. 74th minute. Oh, there it is. Steve Cherundolo would have been the LAFC coach in 2020. They probably would have won CCL and MLS. Yeah, I believe it. Cross in. LA Galaxy looking to at least tie this game up. There they are. They're starting to pop in. Would you rather gain money? Money. Any schedule you're doing plus Canadian Championship coming up. Champions League recap and predictions today after this match. Canadian Championship predictions on Monday, Tuesday. We got Montreal versus Vaughan. And then we got USA Mexico Wednesday. But yeah, that's what we got. And Bogus is coming on. Bogus is coming on for LAFC. Montreal Vaughan on Tuesday. Remember, there's a friendly on Wednesday. Bogus is on for LAFC. Just reserved airport parking. Nice. For your trip, well, I guess that would mean you're leaving. That's where you're keeping it. Then, yeah. Well, I mean, parking spot probably be better, but like outside of the airport. But fair enough. I mean, 78th minute. Bogus is in. Plays forward. Shot saved by Klinsmann. Bogus is in for LAFC, so they have 3 subs left with 1 window. I don't think they're going to make those. 79th minute. Nice. Header. Was that 4? 3. Ricky Pooge, what are you doing? 70. That's the 80th minute. 10 more to go. Whoa. Ricky is the top to hurt players because they're losing. Yeah. Chicharito over the bar. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Game still. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it before. Yeah, Ricky Pooge definitely has been in his feelings before and tried to hurt somebody. Yeah, I've seen it. 81st minute. Shot! Oh! Off the post by Ricky Pooge. Speak of the devil, but I thought maybe. Damn good shot. I thought he had it. 81st minute. That was a good shot. LAFC's or LA Galaxy's trying to find the extra one. That's true. Honestly, if you don't reserve airport parking, you're just asking to FAFO or regular airport parking. Without a shuttle service, you'll get a spot. But you got to walk. Yeah, I would agree with that. But I was talking to, well, yeah, if you're going far, using one of those parking spots, true, that as in one of those third-party parking places, you know, like parking spot or whatever, you know. Cross, header over the bar, goal kick for LAFC. What a fantastic save. Pass to Poos was crazy. Yeah. Similar to the goal he scored against Toronto, but it didn't. Goal kick here, but it didn't happen. Aaron Long is down. Makes sense. 83rd minute. Now he's up. Yep. Cross shot. Goal. Marky Delgado scores. Makes it 3-2. Marky Delgado. Or Mark Delgado. But either way, former TFC man Mark Delgado scores. Taps it in. It's not over yet. In the 84th minute, Mark Delgado makes it 2-3. Goal Tap in for Mark Delgado. Good cross into the box. Balls from Chicharito to Delgado. Open net. There you go. No problem. Nice. I mean, it's an easy goal, but Mark still scored. Are the Galaxy still have... Do the Galaxy still have goal scorers that just have one goal per game? Like there's nobody with two or more? I think so. Mark and Tyler Boyd add on to those 5 who scored. Joveljic hasn't scored yet. But then again, the Galaxy, there's always moments like these in El Trafico. They always go crazy. They always find ways. That's out for a goal kick. 85th minute, 5 minutes plus stoppage time. What if LA Galaxy came all the way back? 9 of 17 matches have featured 5 goals in El Trafico. Plays forward. Damn it. 85th minute. Goal kick for the Galaxy. Getting to the 86. 4 minutes plus stoppage time. LA Galaxy past the post. Goal kick. Rose Bowl Classic's going to be crazy. Can't wait to watch that. They're keeping it in the Rose Bowl, or are they playing it at LAFC? Are they actually keeping it in the Rose Bowl? I wonder. That would be nice if they are. Free kick for the Galaxy. VAR Galaxy coming back with confidence and fighting back. Wait, how do you say Vamos Galaxy then say VAR Galaxy 2 sentences later? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Galaxy, Delgado pushed over by Bogus. Bouanga. If anybody wanted Bouanga to score, it's now. Koulibaly with a clearance. Cleared away. July 4th, Independence Day. LA Galaxy home? Now, this isn't Galaxy's home. What are you talking about? '87th minute. '87th minute. '88th, 2 minute plus stoppage time. Cross in, that's going to go out for a goal kick. LA Galaxy home at the Rose Bowl. I'm just asking, that's all. I'm not judging your sentence, but how you say Vamos, a team, and then say they're VAR. They relate to VAR. They need VAR or some. Valencia coming on for Cifuentes. So Bouanga will be on for the rest of the match. Will he get that goal for the people who said Bouanga was to score? For those people with those parlays. The game went over. LAFC is winning as of now. Vela scored. Both teams scored. '89th minute. I mean, if Toronto FC was cheating with VAR, I don't know if I'd admit it. I'd be happy about it. Now, if they still lost while cheating with VAR or still drawn with cheating with VAR, yeah, maybe I'd be pissed about it, but not because they were cheating. It would be because, they lost or drew anyway. '89th minute. Our luck, if we were like Rotloss or Galaxy, we would still lose or draw, still cheating with VAR. But that's just the way it is. 90th minute, 30 seconds to go before stoppage time. Free kick for LAFC. Whoa. Crazy tackle by Ricky Puig. Yellow card, deservedly so. 52-44 Heat. That surprises me. Palencia got a yellow too. 90th minute. Kicked out at him. NYCFC decent like VAR ever since League's Cup. Oh. Palencia kicked out of Ricky Puig, but they both got yellows. Celtics probably upset the Bucks and win the finals. That'd be shocking. 40 seconds over 90 minutes. Eight minutes of stoppage time. What? No way. 8 minutes. We got 7 more. We're going into the 91st. We got seven more minutes. Are you kidding me? At least 7 more. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Where the hell did that come from is the question. Throw in. Getting to the 92nd. They're going to make a sub. Alvarez is coming on for Mark Delgado. Efrain Alvarez. Oh, yeah, he's wearing 7 now. Efrain Alvarez. I was like, wait, what? He's wearing 7? Yeah, he's wearing 7. Efrain Alvarez. Did you see how screwed up the season pass? Closed caption screwed up his name. Alvarez is on. Efrain Alvarez is on. Playing in. Galaxy. Has a chance. Shot. Save! What a save. What a save. Caligari almost put it in the net. What a save by McCarthy. Boom. McCarthy doesn't get a hand to that. That goes top corner. Cross. 92 free kick. Getting to the 93rd minute. That'll be 5 to go. Galaxy set piece, and they horribly took it. Free kick the other way for LAFC. Interesting. Goal kick here. The 94th. Halfway through stoppage time, and we know there'll probably be more added. This could hit 100 minutes. This could hit 100 minutes, and I wouldn't be surprised. Throw in for LAFC. Some extra stoppages. This could easily hit 100 minutes. Good to know you have to print a boarding pass after you check in. Things have changed. Chicharito, cross. Brought down. Ricky Puig. Shot blocked away. Right to Bogus. Wow. 95th minute. Cleared. Up the pitch. And given away. He could be chipped. Bayuk. Bayuk still. Why didn't you chip him earlier? Should have checked keeper. If I was Bayuk, I would have checked keeper. Just let that one fly. But that's just me. He just stood there. Should have let it fly. Should have let it fly. Playing forward. Bad giveaway. Bayuk is a work of art. If only he scored. Denny Bawanga! Denny Bawanga! Down the channel. Takes a shot over the bar! Saved by Klinsman. El Trafico is always crazy. What'd you expect? 96 minute. 2 minutes at least. 2.5 minutes at least. Two and a half. Saved. 5 shots on target to 9. Oh, nice. Nice. LAFC still. 96th minute. 2 to go. Header. Played down and cleared. Battleship going out each other. I am dressed in my evening's finest and intend to go down with a ship. But I would like a brandy. I am dressed in my evening's finest and intend to go down with a ship. Cross saved by McCarthy. A minute and a half to go, maybe more. '97th minute. One more to go, at least. I could see this going to 100. But over the top. Save. Bawanga doesn't get the run on. Imagine wearing a suit for Toronto's Stanley Cup final games. I'd wear the Leaf shirt, probably. I'll think about it, though. Suit is better than the shirt. But, yeah. 98th minute, 30 minutes, not seconds. 30 seconds, not minutes, seconds. 30 seconds to go. Now 20, since I've said that. 20 seconds, at least, they could add on. Play it on. Oh! Chicharito. Corner. It's telling Costa, too bad you don't have a Leaf sweater. Yeah, I agree with that. 98th minute. Acosta and Chicharito jawing at each other. Here's a corner. Probably the last kick of the game. Could be punched. They're going to let them attack. Cross over the top. Header. Cleared. Still. Galaxy. That's out. Corner. They're going to let them have it. 98-30. There will be another corner. Header. Brought down. That'll be cleared. Full time. Full time. Full time. It is 3-2. LAFC. LAFC. Win the match. 3-2. Miami up 12. LAFC win. Big win. They come back or they steam ahead. Galaxy try to come back, but it just didn't happen. The Galaxy may have just ended their season already. Chicharito's sad. 3-2 LAFC. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in plays. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you in 20 minutes, 23 minutes for the Champions League quarterfinal recap, semifinal predictions. That link will be at the end screen of this stream. Just click on to that and you'll be ready for that once it premieres, because it is a premiere. See you then for that. And then, of course, on Monday, I'll do the Canadian Championship predictions. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.